and I received a text on today's show. It says, "Hey, Fitz, I'm flying to Houston on the 22nd, and then I'm taking a cruise to Cozumel, the Grand Cayman Islands, and then Jamaica. We take a cruise to somewhere new every single year. I'm 42 years old, and 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with leukemia. And I'm proud to say today that I'm cancer-free." I want to talk to this gentleman right now. I don't even know if I know his name. Who's this?
This is Toby.
Toby, what's up, man? My name is Fitz. Nice to meet you.
Fitz, how you doing, man? I want to say I love your show, buddy.
Hey, thank you for that. But I just wanted to let you know, I was just going through some text messages, and I think yours was the 322nd text today we noticed. And if you don't mind, I just wanted to reach out to you, talk to you. Thank you, first of all, for taking the time to listen to me and taking the time to actually text my show. I just really, really appreciate you for doing that.
You know what? It's definitely my pleasure, brother.
Yeah. And I understand that you're about to go on a pretty cool trip, and you've had a challenging past few years. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's we're getting ready to go on our third cruise down to the Caribbean, and we're just trying to live life to the fullest right now. You know, like you said, the last couple of years been kind of a trying time for me and my family. I was diagnosed with leukemia back in 2015, AML, and
now tell me,
thank God. Yes.
All right, if you don't mind, tell me what AML is, and then if we could go back to some of your beginning signs. When did you kind of think, oh my God, something might be up, something's going on?
Well, AML is acute myeloid leukemia. It is an advanced stage leukemia. There really isn't a whole lot of signs to it. People don't even know they have it a lot of times, myself included. I was very fortunate to just be going for a routine blood draw at the time, and got the bad news. The doctor sat me down and said, "Hey, I hate to break it to you, but you have leukemia, you have cancer, you have a blood cancer."
Wow.
Leukemia is really well known to be a killer of young children and of people who have immune deficiencies. I've been really fortunate to make it through this.
So when you hear something like that, and were you just sitting in the office with him when he's talking? I mean, was it one of those things where hey, we need you to come in and we need you to discuss the results? Was it one of those things?
To be honest with you, it was probably the most trying time in my life to hear the words come out of his mouth. And when he said, "Hey, so you have blood cancer," it was like my stomach dropped, my heart sped up, and for the first time in my life, I think I had no words to say, and just I think tears just started coming out of my eyes. And this can't happen to me. I mean, I'm perfectly healthy. I have no signs. I mean, it was very traumatizing. To hear a doctor tell you, for someone who's otherwise healthy, that hey, you have cancer.
And from that point, after hearing that, obviously after the emotion that you go through, instantly after that, are you just okay, it's time to fight, let's go? Tell me.
I had, yeah. You have to dig inside yourself to find the next step of how. You accept the fact that, hey, now you have it, and then now you have to find the strength inside you, from your friends, from your family, to say, okay, now we're going to be the survivor. We're not going to be statistic. I'm going to be a survivor, and I'm going to come out on the upper side of things on this. And that's how it was for me from the day after all the way until they came out and said you're now cancer free. I really relied on my friends and family throughout this whole process to give me strength and to give me inspiration to, those weeks of sitting in the hospital, those were the trying times. But when it comes to your friends and family, that's the support that I had going through this whole thing. And I think that's what, one of the huge reasons why he came out on the brighter side of things on this. And
your circle of support. And at the end, isn't that all that really matters? Is the love that you have between your friends and your family and yourself,
and with God, absolutely,
and with God,
absolutely, yep.
Man, you've inspired me today. I'm so glad. Isn't it amazing what came out of a random text message? Thank you for sharing your amazing, inspiring story. And You know, it's
Well,
people
no,
like
Fitz,
you. Yeah.
I got to tell you, it inspires me every morning to hear you, talk on the radio, talking about, hey, man, that's the good stuff. And every morning on the way to work, man, I tune in just to hear you talk about the good stuff in life. And that's my inspiration. So if I can give a little bit of that back to you, man, I'm happy with that. I'm totally happy with that. So, yeah, thank you, too.
Well, brother, you have inspired me. And I want you to go on these trips and these cruises coming up, and I want you to just live life because I could hear it in your voice. You look at life a lot differently now, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You never promise tomorrow, so you got to live life like today, like it's your last one. And if that means just doing everything you can to make your life happy, and forget about the daily routine, and forget about all the things in life that we're afraid to do. Buy your house and just work the grind, and you got to live life. Living is what it's all about. And that's one thing I've had to come with grips with. You have to live your life.
FIT with a Z, players.